Hi pals, welcome to my channel. My name is Jules and I am the Scottish Highlander on a budget. This channel is following my journey from being skint, living wage to wage, overdrafts, credit cards, you name it, to becoming more in control of my finances through budgeting and cash stuffing. So if that is something you would like to follow, then please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that will let you know every time I post a new video. So as you may see, for anybody that is already subscribed and already follow me, I am now the Scottish Highlander on a budget. I was originally Moo Budgets and I just didn't feel that that really fit who I was and what I hope to achieve moving forward. So I am very, very proud of my Scottish roots. I am very, very proud to be a Highlander, and I absolutely love Highland cows. As you'll know, I love any type of cow, but I do love Highland cows. So that is where the name change came from. It's been a long time in the making. I've just talked about it with quite a few people, and yeah, basically I've made the decision to change, and I know that will be confusing, so I do apologise. So yes, I was formerly Moo Budgets, and I will still answer to Moo. Anybody that calls me Moo or MB, there's a lot of yous. I will still answer to that, obviously. But yeah, I am now the Scottish Highlander on a budget. So today I am just going to go quickly. This is a bit of a different video from me. I am obviously getting ready to do my Christmas shopping basically, and I want to just see what money I have at the moment. I'm just going to move my cup out of the way because knowing me, I will catch it with something. So I'll just take a wee slurp. So yeah, so I am going to go through my sinking funds and my savings challenges and just count up what money I've got before I start spending, basically. I really lost track of what I was going to say there. So I've made this sheet. This is a sheet that I would put in the back of my Budget Mum workbook. I haven't filled out for November, so I'm just going to start now and start fresh and just see what we have. So I'm going to go into my purse first because obviously I have all my weekly spendings that I don't touch. So that I don't touch, what am I saying? That I spend weekly, obviously. But then I do have my eating out envelope, so I'm going to add that into my sinking funds because I've been saying I'm going to do it for quite a while and I haven't done it yet. So this is my eating out envelope, which is there, and we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. I want to keep track of it, but I also want to keep it in my purse so that it is there anytime I want to eat out, basically. So we'll just do the starting total as £45. So that is my purse. We will then go into my, it's going to be hard for you to see the purse and the files and the paperwork, so we'll do this way. So now we have electric. This is a sinking fund because obviously at the minute we are getting the £66 from the government, so I am managing to save some of this money ready for going on. So we have 20, 40, 60, £70 in electric. So yeah, this video might be a little bit long, obviously, for I'm trying to write the next thing that I just turned over. So £70 there. Treats, it's not this envelope, which, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Beauty is this envelope, and we have £5 in beauty currently. Clothing is our next one. You will have to ignore my writing. I'm a scratty writer. £15 in clothing. Gifts is our next one. And we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120. If anybody watched my video a wee while ago and I was confused as to why I only had 120 in there, it's because I've already bought some of my niece's presents already, so she wasn't getting her full allocation of 35 in there because I've already spent some of it. So my partner's birthday, partner, boyfriend, I don't know, 46. It feels really weird to have a boyfriend who is, I don't know, he's into his 50s, but that's what he is. So 100, 20, 40, 50. I'm going to start spending this because he actually told me one of the things he would like, so I can get that going. In fact, he told me 2 things, so might be able to get his Christmas started as well. I'm not going to say what it was, just in case he is watching. So 20, 25 in, no, 45 in dog groom. In fact, he doesn't watch my videos. He has asked for a pair of binoculars, which are, my brother-in-law has a pair, and they are actually amazing. You can see really, really far out with them, and they'll be brilliant because obviously he has sheep. Not my brother-in-law. He doesn't have sheep, but my boyfriend has sheep. So obviously it's easy for him with a pair of binoculars to see where they are if they're further away in the fields rather than having to go up round them. And obviously as well, if they're lambing, you can see the babies. Although you maybe will see the mums, you won't be able to see the babies necessarily. So Treats has got 10. So I know the binoculars I'm going to get him. They are in 20 quid anyway. But that's why I saved 150, because I knew there would be a big present in there. And he also wants a drone. I think he was just joking, but I think if I can get a decent drone, that would be quite good. But obviously it needs to be a good quality one because he needs to fly it over hills and sheep and stuff. So £50 in house. So if anybody has ever had any dealings with drones, if they have any that they would recommend, I don't want it to be too pricey because obviously if anything happens to it, it'll get lost in the heather, never to be seen again. So, but I do want one that will actually fly, not a tiny wee one. So there we are. Piper's Vet Fund. Again, people have asked why I have this vet fund, because I don't pay insurance for her. I don't necessarily agree with insurance for dogs. If you can save money up, it is handy if you can't save to have the insurance because you're only paying a small amount each month. But for me, I'd rather put that small amount into her vet fund. So averaging about £20 a month I put away for her. So I figured that would be what I would pay in insurance, although they would pay in advance. But because I now have my car maintenance and my emergency fund, then I'm quite confident that if anything happened, I would have the money to pay for her. So she's got 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 125. So 200, 325. Sorry, I am feeling really rambly today. I've not really done a lot of talking in the last few days, so you guys are going to get it all. Car insurance has 200, 20, 40, 50, 60 in it. And car tax has 20, 40, 45, 50. Maybe I should have written all these out first to save some time. I'm sure you guys on a Thursday afternoon have got lots and lots to watch. Time to watch what I'm doing. Bank of Mum. Again, I've had a few questions as to what this is. This is basically my car maintenance. It just lives in my mum's bank account rather than my own, so that my dad can go in and out and buy bits and bobs that he needs. So obviously I need different things doing whenever he services it or does any work on it. So she has 850 in her bank, and we have 20, 40, 50, so that's 900, 910, 920, 925. So 890. No. 900. Oh my goodness. 925. I don't have any typic. I know what that says. 925. Oh, that took a while. Yeah, 925. in the bank of Mum. And emergency, I know, has got 1,200. Furniture, I don't know why it's at the back, has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. That's 60, so that is that file. And then now we have just our Christmas ones left to go. So Christmas, this is for basically my family members, my mum, my dad, my brothers and sisters, their partner, their husbands, wives, and their children's. Some friends as well. So that's got 700. My boyfriend's Christmas has 200 in it. Christmas food. Now we know that I stuffed all these using some monies from savings challenges, and I also took some money out of house and furniture originally to stuff these. So my Christmas weekend again has 200 in it. There is two placeholders in there. The dog's Christmas has 50, again fully funded. And my own Christmas, which is a little bit extravagant to have this, but I might not spend it, but it's there if I would like to, and it has 20, 40, 50 in there. Okay, so let's add these up and see what we get. Zoom you in a wee bit so you can see the numbers. So we have 45, 70 for electric, 10 for treats, 5 for beauty, 15 for clothing, 120 for gifts, 150 for my boyfriend's birthday, 45 for the groom, 50 for house, 325 for the vet, 260 for car insurance, 50 for car tax, 925 in the bank of Mum, 1,200 in my emergency, 60 in furniture, 700 in Christmas, 200 in my boyfriend's Christmas, I've just said his name, 100 in Christmas. What's that for? Oh, Christmas food. Took me a minute. 200 in Christmas weekend away, 50 in the dog's Christmas. I did 20 and 30 there, and I did it again, 50 in my Christmas. So that's £4,630 I have saved across the board. Me and calculators, honestly, I can you get number dyslexia? Sometimes I feel I have something along that lines. I'm not in any way saying I have dyslexia, but sometimes I just do get my numerals all mixed up. Maybe that's just lack of concentration, or that I'm just a bit silly rather than anything medical. Just adding this up again because I made those errors at the end, and see if I come up with anything different. No, £4,630 in my savings throughout the board. And I also need to remember on this that I have paid outright for my MacBook, which was over £800, and I have paid outright for my mattress, which was over £400. So if I was to add that on, I would have saved nearly £6,000 this year since I started cash stuffing. If I hadn't have bought those items, I would have potentially have saved them, but even still, £4,630 to have saved for me is absolutely insane. When if you had spoken to me this time last year, I would certainly have said this time last year that I did not earn enough to live on. So yeah, I'm overly over the moon with that. It just goes to show that cash stuffing can work. I literally was that person that had never had any money. I was always in my overdraft, using credit cards as if they were, you know, just free money, struggling to pay them off, getting into arrears and having to pay late charges, all the rest of it. I was absolutely horrendous. And now I'm just so much more in control. Everything's getting paid on time. And yeah, and I haven't really cut out overly much. I haven't really cut out many of my subscriptions or any of my bills and things. And as I said already, I have bought a MacBook and I have bought a mattress, and I'm not bragging on that. It's stuff that I needed. But I have been able to do that, whereas before that would have gone on a credit card, and it would just be taking years and years and years to pay, and I would be getting I would never have bought a MacBook on a credit card, to be fair, but you know, it wouldn't have been in a good position. So yeah, if you are watching this and you have not actually considered cash stuffing, you haven't tried doing your budget and living by your budget week to week, give it a wee go, because it really does work. And to be able to say that I have all these ready for Christmas, and a little bit spare just to treat myself in the middle of November, and plus I've got £1,000 in an emergency fund, it just absolutely blows my mind. So yeah, I'm gushing now. I'm just so proud of myself, and I'm going to say it. I think we should be proud of ourselves. And even if your money doesn't look like that and you have saved £45 in the last few months and that's all you have, that is still an achievement, because if you looked back on yourself and how you were before, you wouldn't have that £45. So no matter what you've achieved, this is just my numbers, but obviously everyone has their own numbers and their own financials and their own things that they have to pay out for. I mean, I am a single person, I have no children, so I don't have to buy children's clothes, and I don't have to buy all the things that the children need for throughout the year and for Christmas and birthdays and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm in a different financial position to some people, most people. Everyone has their own unique way of doing things. So yeah, I'm just over the moon with this. So yeah, that is all I'm going to do just now. I'm going to go off and do a budget with me, which I will post at some other point, and I will catch up with you all very soon. So take care and have a good week. Bye.